Good morning, everyone. I wanted to come to you this morning and kind of give you an update on last night's council meeting and some other things here in the city. I want to start off with uh, Ward 3, Position 1. The seat on the council was vacant, and last night uh, we had five people that expressed interest in taking that seat. So the council, we went into executive session, had long discussions. We wanted to make sure that the right decision was made. We didn't take it lightly, so a lot of discussion, and the council unanimously approved Brandon Schrader as the new council member for that seat. Congratulations to Brandon. Look forward to working with you and moving the city of Truman forward. Also, the 2024 budget reconciliation was approved. We have to do this every year, make sure that our all of our numbers line up in the budget, and we've done everything correctly, which we have. So council approved that, and we're good there. We had five resolutions to condemn five different properties. Four of those were passed. One of those was tabled until May. Um, the executor of the state, property is in probate, and the executor of the estate requested that we give them a little time to get it out of probate and take care of that property. So the council approved that, and it was tabled until May. We had one on premises alcohol consumption permit that was approved for Round One Bar and Grill. So they're now open. Um, we update on the fire station. We hope to be complete in the first week or two of March. Should start moving some things in at the end of this month and start getting set up and getting ready. So we're excited about that. We will have a grand opening or ribbon cutting or whatever you want to call it. We'll have open house, allow people to come in and walk through the station. So we're excited, looking forward to that. Also, want to let you know that the nursing home is now taking applications for employment. You can come by the office if you want, and there's a QR code that you can scan that'll take you to their um, application online, or you can pick up a hard copy application here at the office. Also, they are taking applications for the waiting list for residents. So if you have someone that you want to get on that waiting list, there's a QR code here that you can code scan for that and fill out the application for the waiting list. So a lot of things happening. We're looking forward to that. I think March the 20th, they are scheduled to have a ribbon cutting and grand opening. We're looking forward to that and wish them well. And it's a great addition to the city of Truman. Um, Another thing with all of this rain and everything that's going on, our guys are trying to keep the ditches and the culverts clean. It's hard to keep up with. We have many ditches in the city and very few guys that can go out and clean those out. So, we're asking, the ordinance says that the ditch in front of your house is your responsibility to keep clean. We do try to do some as much as we can, but we're just asking that you help us with that. Break the leaves up out of your ditch or get limbs and debris up out of the ditch so the water can drain and we can try to get the water out of here quicker. So we appreciate your help with that. And now I'm gonna read the state of the city, which I read at the council meeting last night. Before I do that, let me tell you about our trip to Washington D.C. Um, Myself and Councilman Jason Stewart went to DC. This had been planned for quite a while. It just happened that we got an invite to the inauguration, the presidential inauguration, and so we just went ahead and set the trip for this time to take care of visiting with Senators Cotton and Bozeman and Congressman Crawford, along with FEMA. Um, so we were able to do that. Unfortunately, when we got there, the inauguration was moved indoors because of the cold, and yes, it was brutally cold. Um, and so we didn't actually get to go to the inauguration. Uh, but we did have success. We were able to go and visit with Senators Cotton and Bozeman and Representative Crawford, along with a very long meeting with FEMA. Uh, I do consider it to be a successful visit. Um, so we uh, we got to talk with FEMA about our fire station. We're most likely not going to get any funding for that from them. A lot of things that happened, but they know now that they had made some mistakes, and they're gonna be looking into their policies and procedures for the future. Which that was my main hope, is that they would at least consider that and change their procedures and how they do some things. The congressman as well, along with the senators, they listened intently to what we had to say about the fire station and FEMA. They agree that the ball was dropped somewhere. Again, I we'll probably won't see money for the fire station, but I'm going to say that our visit was a success. According to the Jonesboro Sun, after the we got back, Senators Bozeman and Cotton, along with Crawford, um, released a joint statement on this issue. They said, "We appreciated hearing the mayor's concerns and getting further background. Our delegation plans to ask FEMA for clarity on the guidance it has provided the city. In the meantime, we are committed to working together to explore other potential opportunities for federal support for the community." So they have taken notice, and they immediately have started to work on the issues that we had and the questions. It was more than just the fire station. There's several other things that we discussed with the senators and the congressmen. So we had good meetings. It's going to be a positive for the city of Truman, and we look forward to going back at some point. I think that if we stay in front of them when they're home, as Councilman Stewart said, when they're here, we need to be visiting them and letting them know that the city of Truman wants their support and needs their support and help. Also, we need to make a trip to DC occasionally, and I'm not talking once a month. I'm just saying occasionally, maybe once a year or every other year, we need to make a trip to DC to visit with them personally. I think it will help the city of Truman. It'll help us with get some funding and things like that. So um, hopefully we can look forward to working with them and get some funding for other projects that we have going on. We have infrastructure that we're trying to work on and things like that. So we're grateful for the opportunity to be able to visit with them. On a side note, there were some concerns. Not sure why, but there were some concerns about my wife and Councilman Stewart's wife going with us and thinking that the city paid for their way. No, the city did not pay for their way. We paid every dime that they spent, and it was spent on them out of our pockets, not the city's. We would not do that, and I would not allow that. I'm not going to do things like that that would be illegal, and allow that to happen in the city. That being said, not only did we pay for their way, we saved the city about $2,500 to $3,000 by not having to buy motel rooms. We were able to stay with some of my relatives, and that motel rooms were going for $785 a night for some of the cheapest motel rooms. So we saved the city money there as well. Plus, we didn't have to eat at very many restaurants. My relatives provided 4 or 5 very, very good meals, and we appreciate them and thank them for supporting us and helping us around DC. We didn't have to buy an Uber. Uh, they chauffeured us around all weekend or all week while we were there. And so we greatly appreciate them and their support for the city of Truman. I just wanted to make sure we cleared that information up. Now, I'm going to read the city of Truman state of the city and just kind of let you know where we were at in 2024. As I reflect on the past year, I can confidently say that 2024 has been a fantastic year for the city of Truman. We have made great strides in improving our community, and I'm incredibly proud of the progress we've achieved together. One of the biggest highlights of this year has been our financial stability. At the end of 2023, we were able to give significant raises to all city employees while still improving our infrastructure and operations. By the end of the year, we had over $140,000 more in our accounts than we did when the year started. Going into 2024, we can continue to maintain those raises while also making key citywide improvements. One major financial decision we made was paying off our roll-off truck at $120,000, which saved us about $9,000 in interest. Despite this major expense, plus the fact that we had to replace the well and motor or the motor and the pump in one of our wells, the one that supplies our water, drinking water, at a cost of right at $50,000. Despite those expenses, we still ended the 2024 year with an additional $191,612 in our accounts, more than what we started with. This is a testament to the diligent budget management by our department heads and employees. They've done a very good job in each department of maintaining their budget and staying within budget, and some of them even under budget. So that's great. This year, we also saw great progress in our infrastructure. In 2023, we received a street aid grant to overlay 2.6 miles of city streets. Originally, we expected to contribute $37,000 to complete this project, but the bids came in much lower than expected, which means we will be able to overlay even more streets in 2025. The TAPS grant we were awarded for the Sunken Lands Trail is also moving forward. While grant-funded projects take time, we are now nearing the construction phase of phase one, and we are actively working on securing funding for phase two, and hoping that we can get another grant from the TAPS grant. One of our major accomplishments in 2024 was launching the Real-Time Crime Center with a $10,000 grant from Burlington Northern Santa Fe, and has already played a crucial role in assisting criminal investigations. And as we secure more funding, its impact will only grow. Additionally, we added a new police officer and firefighter to our team. Doing that also added to our cost to our budget, which even is a more testament to the fact that we were $191,000 ahead than what we were when we started, even with adding these two officers. The training has been a priority in all of our departments. We even hired a dedicated grant writer while also sending one of our employees to grant writing courses to ensure we continue receiving vital funding. And she has written 2 or 3 grants already. She's been approved for one of the grants, and the others are still out. We're waiting to hear from those, so that is great. We've got several other grants that Mr. Campbell is in the process of writing and has already written. So we got a lot of grants that we're trying to get funding for different things here in the city. Another huge win for our city was securing a $2 million EDA grant and a $762,000 DRA grant to fund a new clear water tank and treatment facility. As with many major projects, there's a lot of paperwork and government protocols to navigate, but we are getting close to breaking ground. We're keeping our fingers crossed that our old tank holds up until the new one is complete. I've been talking about this since day one. It just shows how long it takes to get this stuff done if we're waiting on federal funding. Fortunately, the old tank is holding up. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and keep praying that God sees fit to keep it from rupturing, and we get the new one built in time. We've also made great strides in public transportation. While the shuttle bus service started out slowly, it has gained traction, and we've even added a half-day route into Bay. This service is funded by the city of Bay and brings shoppers to Truman from Bay, making it a win-win for both communities. Our fire station rebuild has been a long process due to governmental protocols and supply chain delays, but we are finally nearing completion. If everything stays on track, we hope to have it finished by the end of February. We also completed work on 3 lift stations that we had been focusing on since 2023. Our public library has continued to grow, and one of the most exciting new additions is the Children's Corner. where guest readers visit, engage the children in different crafts and activities and read to them. It's been a big hit. I've heard a lot of comments, a lot of great comments and praise for that. And we're thankful for our head librarian, Renee Riggs, for starting that and for getting that going and keeping it going. She's doing an excellent job. So if you get a chance, stop by, look at the library, talk to Renee, thank her for what she's doing. I'm also looking for funding to expand both the library and the museum. Since we're running out of space, we're going to have to figure out something, and I think we can move backwards, add on to the back of the building, and make it both of those larger. Hopefully, we can find funding to do that, and we can get that done either this year or next year. My goal is to promote these resources even more in the coming year and attract more visitors. Another significant step forward was passing staggered terms for council members, which will go into effect in 2026. This will ensure continuity and stability in our city's leadership. The way this will work is seat one, all 10 seats will be up for reelection in 2026. Seat one will be for 4 years, seat two will be for 2 years. In 2028, seat one will not run. Seat two will be running for 4 years in 2028. So then that would give us the staggered 4-year terms, and every 2 years we'd vote for 5 council members. Also, I am incredibly proud of our Mayor's Youth Council, which has taken off this year. These young people represent the future of Trumann, and by teaching them about city government now, we are setting our community up for success in the years ahead. The Youth Council has been actively fundraising and promoting our city, and we hope to welcome even more members in the new year. We've made great progress in improving our sports complex by adding security cameras and beginning renovations on the concession stand and bathrooms. Our new director and deputy director of sports parks and events have done an excellent job revitalizing our programs and the facilities. The water department has also been working on repairing leaks in the sprinkler system that waters the fields, which will save us approximately $30,000 compared to replacing the system entirely. Crime rates in the city of Trumann continue to decline, with a 28% reduction in 2024 following a 25% drop in 2023. This is a direct result of proactive policing, an increase in officers, and our commitment to community-oriented policing. Chief Redmond and his team continue to look for innovative ways to protect our city. We have also been working hard to improve street lighting, replacing broken lights and adding new ones in key areas to enhance safety. Cleaning up our city has also been a major focus. We condemned 10 more houses this year, counting 9 more, counting the 4 that we condemned last night, adding to the 20 that we condemned in 2023. While demolition is sometimes necessary, we always prefer properties rehabilitated and brought back to life. In 2024, we demolished 10 houses and had 4 property owners voluntarily raise their condemned properties. These efforts not only beautify our city, but help eliminate dangerous structures that could pose risk to children or be used for illegal activities such as drugs and drug usage and drug sales. Again, we prefer to have houses to be rehabilitated, renovated, and people living in those houses. But the bottom line is we have to look out for the safety of our city and our citizens, and also the decor and the looks of our city. We need to make it look better. Drainage improvements have also been a priority. We have mapped several of our ditches and continue working to improve water flow. We are actively seeking grant funding for a larger excavator to help keep beaver dams cleared, as these dams have contributed significantly to our drainage issues. To give you a prime example, we found where a dam was at the culvert at Stout Road on 463 just south of Trumann. That was holding water back in the town, and we got that beaver dam removed. Drainage District 7 come and remove that dam. The very next day, that dam was rebuilt, but it was rebuilt in the middle of the culvert. So, and then there's several other beaver dams down the road there, and also in ditch 12 and ditch 14, which are the main waterways out and getting water out of the system, out of the city. So hopefully we can get a larger excavator and we don't have to wait on other people that are also busy to come in and clean these beaver dams out. We can hopefully we'll be able to do that ourselves. Made another significant purchase this year, a street sweeper. While it will take some time to get all of our streets clean, once we complete the initial sweeping, regular maintenance will be much easier. We financed part of this purchase, but hope to have it paid off entirely by the end of this year, which would save us money also in interest rates. Uh, I'm thrilled that we had around 25 new businesses to open in 2024, with many more in the works for 2025. Chamber Director Bob Sal and I have spent over a year in negotiations with a rice plant that could eventually create 130 to 150 jobs within the next 3 years. We're hopeful to finalize this deal very soon. Our holiday celebrations were bigger than ever in 2024. The Christmas parade was even larger than last year's record breaking event, and we expanded our Lighting Up the Town initiative, encouraging even more homes and businesses to decorate for the Christmas season. We also continued our holiday food drive, collecting nearly 1,100 pounds of food for local families that went to the food bank. Looking ahead, I'm excited for what 2025 will bring. The future of Trumann is bright, and with continued dedication from our citizens, city employees, and council members, we will make this community an even better place to live. Thank you for your support, and let's make 2025 our best year yet. Thank you again for listening. I hope this was informative and give you the information on what's going on. Let's have a great 2025 and have a blessed day.